So hi everyone. Hope everybody is doing good, fine. I don't hope. That's what I did. I have a lot of different philosophy and I have a lot of different ideas over my mind every time it's running. And I have a different way of living. Yeah, I advertise that a lot because I this is a message to everyone that you should have your own philosophy of life, own way of living, own way of thinking, own way of believing things. Right? If you have that, you'll have like you have your own life rather than having other life. You never own other life, you own your life. How people say people say that we need to be into business, we need to do something, we need to sell something, we need to make something, right? So make your life first. You got that, right? You got something when you born as life, that's what it is, right? And after death you got a death, and you have to make a death. So if the success of your death is defined by the life that you have right now, that life you make is defined by the success, is the life you make is will define the death success of your death. So make this life, create this life. Don't try to find other things, find this and that. Make this life. And if you make it, you will make it. If you try it, you make it, right? So you have to make your death for making the death success. Because you cannot make life success. Because life is never success. We never know what success is, right? So there's nothing called success in this life. Because there is success in the death, right? At the end, it's a success. After end, it's a success. Not in the beginning, it's a success. In the process, it's a success. It's never the success in the process. So right now, I kind of have a thought today is the thought that I'm going to present to everyone as I figure out that people don't trust anybody. People act like they trust you, but people don't trust anybody. People trust themselves and trust their beliefs. When people start building a trust over other people, and that's the point where the whole human race, whole humanity will won. The entire this human race will come to a point where it will live a life. It will live the way that God has imagined or God has designed. We forget there is the reason why right now there's anger, hate, ego is because they believe in themselves. No, sorry, they trust themselves. It's fine to have belief on you, but they only trust themselves. They don't trust other. For example, I never trust. When someone is explaining something, when I'm making perspective over someone, right? When I'm making perspective over someone, I don't. When I'm making perspective over someone, I trust my perspective. I never listen to his perspective. Before meeting a man or having a words, I've already think inside my brain and have beliefs about that person, that that person is like that. He might be rude, and maybe look at his dress up, he might be a rude person. Look at his sense of fashion, he might be a rude person, or he might be a good person. Look at his outer look. We make a judgment over nothing. Make a judgment because we are judges. Where the God is judge, no one is judge. We believe there's lots of judges. We all are judges. Having a black suit, and we say, hey, boom, we are judges. We are not. So life is completely different. So my perspective, in my perspective, I found very interesting. For me, like people don't believe other, people don't trust other. If people start trusting over, building a trust over other people, while if someone is doing their work, they never go into that work and ask them, is it going well? If someone asks you, the work, is it going well, it have a two side. Either this person want that work to be faster, or he don't trust you. He or she might not trust you. If they have trust you, they will be fine doing their own work rather than coming and pointing you every single time. Ah, you have done this, you've done that. No. So this is why we are losing. So people just don't, people never trust anybody. We don't trust anything. I don't even trust my family over anything. They have their own beliefs, I have my own. But we need to have a trust. If my mother is cooking, we should be having a trust, right? That's the reason the food always tastes so good because we have a trust, we have a belief on her, right? So this is what it is. For example, uh, so we could make a life, a whole world good if people started trusting over other people. Why there is a war? Because the country, one country don't trust other country, and they have a sense of fear. While you don't have trust, you have fear. While you have fear, and fear gonna destroy everything. And that's there where we're all losing. We will lose that. We'll always. For example, the next thing is take a simple example, the good example of people trusting over a person. How for example, if I'm on a bus, I trust that driver, right? The person who drive, I trust that, and that's the reason I could sit down peacefully on the seat. But if I don't have trust, I will be always. If I don't have trust over that driver, I will always try to be on forward, and I'll ask him, "Are you doing all right? Any problem? Any problem? Are you doing good, driver? Okay." I'll be asking him continuous question, so it create no trust. So we need to my main point here is people don't trust. They act like they trust you, but they don't actually trust you. They think that the things are not going as their own way. The things are not going as their plan. It's not the world plan, God plans. The things are going. They want the things to be going as per the as per. I want the things to go as per me, as per my plan, and the other ones their plan. Because we don't have a single plan to trust, right? This is where we're losing, and we will always be a loser. Human are the great loser. Human are something that believes that human are the special species of this entire world. Have you ever heard a lion saying, "I'm a king of jungle"? Who said that? Human. Human said that we are the king of a jungle. Oh, lion is the king of jungle. we make we make that idea that the important in the whole earth is human. Who teaches that? Who says that? Human. That ever other animals? Because yeah, other animals do not communicate. No, we don't know their language. They communicate. They talk. Everybody has a language. That doesn't mean. But we have a mind. Who says? Who says we have a mind? Human. Human says we have a mind. We believe that we have a mind. There's many species. No, many species. Every species is smarter than us because they never have a war over energy that is given free on this whole world. They never fight for food. Yeah, they fight for the food, but they never fight for the hunger. We are killing animals and we are saying we are the special species. Why I always find things so funny. I don't know why, but I found the whole human minds and human beliefs so funny that I sometimes think how like how uh, dumb our ancestors were. So that ancestor give us that the thoughts that's we have within us right now, right? Many thoughts that our ancestor gives, and yeah, I will come to back to my own main point. I'm just quite lost in something, right? So I'll come back to my point. The whole my point is people don't trust anybody. We have to trust. We have to trust others to have something. We only trust ourselves. If we're saying something, we trust ourselves more. We believe in ourselves more. We believe. People say, I don't believe in myself. I don't like myself. I don't love myself. Give me some sympathy. No, that person love himself the most, like himself the most. Everybody believes them. I believe myself more. That's the reason why that's the reason why I cannot make connection. Because I don't trust anybody. I only trust myself. We should stop doing that. We should trust other. We should trust the surrounding. We should trust the environment. We should trust we always trust nature. We should trust people. If if one human don't trust other human, what's the point to have? How could we have a good relation, right? So that's all. I guess we need to believe others rather than believing ourselves more. People say there's many motivational speakers saying we need to believe in ourselves. We always believe in ourselves. We only believe in ourselves. We only feel jealous. There is a difference between being jealous and being not believing in ourselves, or being a person like, oh, this boy has everything and I don't have nothing. No, that's not a belief. That's a what I will call a greed. That's a greed. The greed leads to that thought that other person have this, I don't have this. That's a greed, not having a belief. We only have belief in ourselves. That's the reason we are losing everything. We're losing, we're losing relationship. We're losing a person. We're losing good relations. We're losing uh, a life that given by God. Losing everything, and that's what it is. And my main point is believe other more, trust other more, trust that. Don't trust yourself. I don't say don't trust yourself. Trust everybody around you. So while trusting on a thing, it will be more stronger. And that's what later in good. That's where we could have a good human race to go forward more. We need to trust everyone, not a particular person. That becomes a party. Never trust a particular person or yourself. Don't be specific on something. Be open to everything. Be open to everyone's thoughts. Be open to everyone beliefs. Be open to everyone ideas. Not only you are the creator of this world. Everyone is. 8 billion there is not a why there's 8 billion humans and why there is a limited number of animals. Did animal never do sex? Yeah, they did. They do sex. They have more than babies than us. But we are 8 billions, and that's a large number. There's a reason behind that, I guess. And that's what it is. There's a lots of reason behind that. So we need to trust everyone around us. If we trust everyone, not as never trust a specific person. That's the reason we are losing. We trust a specific person, a leader. That's our evil to us. That always wants the way as themselves. And that's where we are moving on their idea. We should not be moving on a particular idea, a specific idea. We should not be moving on the particular idea. Don't be specific. Be open to everything. And that's where we could have everything and be nothing. Because what if everyone will have everything? And that's the point. The whole world be nothing. And that's what our main goal should be. Let have everything, but everyone have everything. That leads to nothing. Where life become a life. Yeah, that's all my message is. We need to understand that. Trust others. Believes others. People, many, everyone, open to everyone. Don't be specific to leaders or I hate calling everyone leaders. I hate that. Specific person idea, people we believe that they are educated on what sense? who give them education? Who are the people who are selling education? I say, how much the certificate cost? Huh? I will buy every certificate. It doesn't matter. There's a one person who will find everything. And that one person who read that everything and who memorize it everything and remembers everything doesn't mean he is smart. The person who wrote is smart. Appreciate the originals. To be open to everyone. Don't be specific. Specific people are ruling. Trust every other idea. Don't trust yourself only. Trust everyone, people around you. Your friends, trust them while they're doing their work. Don't bother them. Don't ask too much of a question. That shows you are not trusting them. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all. Thank you. I was like, yeah, this is my message to the next generation who might or might not watching me saying something. Yeah, thank you.